This place stinks, dude. Thank goodness I got that fresh air of California before leaving.
And then we will see you soon on another.
I'll make some noise for the entertainment team. We're gonna continue the party later on inside the line.
Hello, this is the first time I'm even talking, and it's 7:30 and it's dark outside, but I haven't had any chance to talk, and then I also fell asleep like 2 hours ago, and I don't know where anybody is, so I don't even know what to say. There's like, I don't know if I should talk and then it'd be too much talking or what. I have no idea. I guess I can talk. I'm cold, but I guess I can talk, and if I want to cut anything out, I can. But we're on the carnival celebration. We flew from California to Florida, and I just want to say, I jokingly, kind of, I took like a fresh breath of California before I stepped on the plane. I was like, it's gonna be Florida air when we get off, and I was trying to be funny. The moment we stepped off the plane in Florida, it smelled bad. First breath, it stunk. And yeah, I miss California. We stayed the night in a hotel, and then we're here now. I don't even know, like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm so tired. I haven't had my makeup for like the past few days, like 5 days, because I've had it packed, and I put makeup on and I woke up, my eyes were so watery, I just had teardrops, so I hope it's not messed up. My eyes are watering again. I don't know why they're doing this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Florida. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know where anybody is. If I don't talk a lot, I don't know what I am. I don't know what I just said. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like people. I avoid people at all costs, and I haven't doing. Oh my god, I can't talk. I hate people, and I try to avoid people at all costs, but I have not done well at that today. Except right now, because I don't even know where anybody is. How many times have I said that? I'm so, like... See, this is why I just need to go. Okay, bye. Okay, they're at dinner. I got the update. I'm gonna go to Doug 8 and look for hot dogs, because that's where I think they are. So, let's go. Look on that side.
You know I love you so. We have Alice and of course Aaron.
Hello, we are at the island thing, except you don't know because we're facing the water, but you do know because I took videos. Anyways, I came back to the ship all by myself like 30-ish minutes ago or something. I don't know. And then I got a soda, and then I waited around for 12 o'clock so that I could get a hot dog. That's what I have right now. We were at the beach for a little bit, and I mean, I was just sitting there listening to music, and then I was like, because we got off the ship at like 10-ish, and then we got to the beach area at like 10:30-ish, something like that. So I stayed until 11:30, just so I was like, I've been here for an hour and a half. But then at 11:20, my family was thinking about leaving, and then they pointed out a crab to me, and crabs are genuinely the reason why I don't like beaches anymore. Like, one day I just realized that crabs are in the sand, and Like, what if you're in the sand and a crab is there? And so I don't like beaches anymore. So that was my cue to go 10 minutes early. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in the room because I don't know when they come around and like clean or whatever. And I want to find a spot to read in maybe because I don't know. Like, I found a good spot outside last night, but it's also outside. So I need to find a good spot inside. It actually wasn't even like the best spot outside because the chair, like last time, the chair was so comfortable. And this chair, it's like, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty comfortable, but like it wasn't cushiony everywhere. So, but that could be my outside spot. But how often do I want to be outside? Because my hair is terrible. I mean, I have a lot of like anti-frizz stuff in my hair right now, but I don't know. My hair gets really, really bad in this type of weather. My hair is, it's way too frizzy. Also, I paid for Wi-Fi because I thought it was going to have to be on my card, and it's with this. So, I don't care. I'm bored. I don't want to be here, so they can pay for my Wi-Fi. Hello, I'm back to talk again. I don't know the last time I talked, but oh my god, how long has this been recording? So I was gonna go to my new hiding spot that I found, which the couch is a leather couch, so, and it wasn't that it wasn't comfortable, it's just even with my headphones in, I was aware of every movement that I made, so like other people will be aware of every movement I make. So it's not like it's the best spot, but it wasn't bad. And also there was like a wall behind me, so like I don't have to be afraid someone's like peeking over my shoulder. Not that people would, it's just like I know no one's behind me. And I went to go there a little bit ago and it's moved because they're taking photos there for dinner. And so they moved the literal exact couch that I was sitting on. So that's gone for now at least. So then I went and sat somewhere else where they have like a show. And then we got charm bracelets. They had this on the last cruise that we went on. You get the bracelet and then you add the charms onto it, but there's also like a charm you get every single day. We had it last cruise and they're different, so that's cool. I got a hot dog and then I got more Sprite. And then I went to the sports bar. I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So I came back to the room. Maybe I'll go back there later. I don't know. I want to read and I want to read in peace because I don't like reading around people. And yeah, I don't know if I said this, but I bought Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go scroll through social media while I eat my hot dog. I saw a flash. And I was like, okay. But then I also just heard thunder with it. Last night there was lightning, but no thunder. This is where you're, oh my god. Did you see that? You saw that flash, right? Oh, that is not fun. Okay, I opened the door. I was scared, but you can't really see on camera, but it's so foggy out here. There was one, I was like, okay, it was a minute of recording. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop recording. Cause like, you know, whenever I was like, let's hope none goes off right when I stop. I just saw another ship. I just came up. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, I think we're kind of past the storm. All the lightning is in that direction now, but that is a huge ship over there. There's so much lightning. It's way more consistent now. Earlier it was kind of like less often, but they were huge. Right now I don't see a lot of like lightning strikes. It's more of just the light and they're more frequent. But yeah, that ship's going in that direction. I also saw another one over there, like far in the distance, but I think I'm gonna go watch the end of the game. It's like 8th inning, so I think it's 8th inning. That's the last I saw. Actually, last I saw was 7th. I'm just assuming it's the 8th. Hello, I left the room and got ice cream, but I also got a Sprite. So I didn't have the hands to record, but I got it. We had our last port day today, and it was Honduras, and we went ziplining. We didn't have like anything scheduled. We kind of just like walked up. Apparently, I mean, this is according to my mom, if they're not booked, then they'll take you. And we did. It was me, my mom, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend. And then we had 3 people with us. There was the guy taking the photo, and then the 2 other workers that, you know, one has to be on the other side and one's on the side that, you know, you're on. You have to have worker on both sides. They were fun. I actually hit a tree at one point. I hit like the leaves of a tree. Another thing is, okay, so when we went to Alaska, we went ziplining there, and at the time, I weighed 120 pounds, and I had to pull myself in twice. And if anyone has ever been ziplining before and had to pull themselves in, that's some arm strength that you need. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm very grateful that guy was like reaching out as far as he possibly could to like bring me in, because like by the second time, my arms were tired. And I mean, the more you weigh, the faster you'll go, and the less you weigh, you know, you might not make it all the way across, so you're gonna have to turn around and pull yourself in. So that was already, you know, I was super light back then, like 120 pounds. Problem is now, I mean, last time I weighed myself, which was probably like within days before leaving on this cruise or whatever, like I don't know, 111 pounds. I weigh even less than I did last time I went ziplining. I was like, oh my god, if I have to pull myself in. But it was only 5 lines, and there was one that was, they had faster lines, they had slower ones. There was one that was so fast. I mean, it's pretty like close by, so I guess like if anyone ever goes to Honduras and you walk to like the zip lining, they have like zip lining, horseback riding, and ATV stuff. The 3rd line is the fast line, and it's really fast, but they have like faster ones, slower ones, whatever. I think the 2nd one maybe was one of the slower ones, I think, or was it the 4th one? I don't even remember. Like the worker, like they're pushing down on the line to just try and like, you know, like make the line like move. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, bring it down a bit, whatever, and they just keep doing it so you can get there. The guy literally had to like go out and grab me, when like the others, he was kind of just holding down on the line. Me, he had to go out and grab me. It was fun, but it was so hot. So I came back to the ship, obviously, and I've been reading by the Alchemy bar. That's been like my little reading spot. I just sit on the couch. Well, I got a hot dog and a Sprite earlier because I wanted to check on the room and see if they had it done, because we had the snoozing thing on the door when we were leaving or something, I don't know. And so I think they like passed by our room, but they never came back, because I guess, I don't know if they took it off. I mean, I wasn't here, so I don't know if they took it off the door or whatever, but so I was like, oh, they haven't cleaned our room yet. So then I brought my food and Sprite back to the couch, stayed there for like another 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't know. Then I came up here, and I've been here ever since. My dad brought me 2 hot dogs. He got me some ice because Carnival, big mistake, switched to Coke. I hate Coke. I love Pepsi. I actually love like Pepsi. Like it's an obsession. But I love orange soda. But a couple years ago when we went to Alaska, okay, that ship was the Luminosa. That was the Luminosa. Deck, I don't know, the Lido deck. I went to that bar every single time, the one by the pool. And literally by like day 3 or whatever, I would walk up to the bar, and Giovanni, we love Giovanni. I remember him. And we actually call him Giovanni from Jamaica because a funny Jamaica joke came after that, because apparently my mom was like, oh, I've been to Jamaica, and we were like, no, you haven't. This is the first time we've ever heard of it. Long story, she actually has been to Jamaica, but it became a whole joke. And it started with the fact that his name tag said he was from Jamaica, so then we were like, my mom, you know, whatever. Maybe that's crazy of me to remember people's names. I don't know. Anyways, I would literally walk up and he'd be like, Orange Crush. I was like, yes. But there was, and I always went to that bar because one time I went to the bar that was by the theater and they had Sunkist. And I've never been someone who's like, oh, I only like this certain brand of orange soda or whatever. But it was flat and it was disgusting. And so I never went to that bar again. I always went to the one on the Lido deck. Ever since then, I don't think I've really drank Sunkist ever since then. And Sunkist is Coke, so I haven't gotten orange soda on the ship because it's Sunkist, and so like I don't want that. So I've gotten Sprite, and actually yesterday I went to the bar and it's mostly been like a combination of workers. Like it's not like I'm consistently seeing the same exact worker every single time I go to that bar, because I've gone to pretty much the same bar the whole time. I think I've gone to a different bar once now that I think about it, but I've been going to the one on deck 8 by like the hot dogs and pizza and stuff. But I went up there and the worker was like, Sprite? I was like, yes, actually, you're correct. So I've been getting Sprite this whole time, but in Cozumel they had cans of Pepsi and my mom bought 3 cans. So my dad got me some ice and now I'm drinking Pepsi. I actually got Pepsi at the little beach thing we were at in Cozumel, but I took one sip and it was flat and disgusting. I was like, this is my first Pepsi in days and it's disgusting. So I'm counting this is my first Pepsi in days actually, and it's better. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely better. Also, another thing, I don't think I requested work off for Monday. Listen, my sister is the one who did it. I actually, we flew out on Saturday. I was supposed to work on Saturday, and they gave my shift away because we were flying out. My shift started at 10 a.m. and our flight was at 11 a.m. in San Francisco. I live like an hour and a half away from San Francisco, girl. That was not going to work out for me, okay? The schedule's out. I just don't know what the schedule is, but there's a very high possibility that I work on Monday and we fly back home on Sunday. So, anyways, I've been talking for 13 minutes now, so I'm gonna go and scroll through my phone because I can, because I have Wi-Fi. Okay, update. I was in the room and then the worker was knocking and now they're cleaning my room. We got the last cruise. I don't know if I vlogged it at all, but we did this last cruise where you got like a charm a day, and oh my god, we're doing it again, and we just have the free charm left. So there was like I heard the scan on the door and I thought and then I heard a knock and I was like, can my family not get in? I don't know. And so I went and looked out and I saw a worker on the other side and I was like, I'm so scared. I don't want to answer the door, but then I did open it. And then he asked, are you gonna stay in here or something like that? And I was like, yeah. I'm thinking, what the heck is this worker doing at the door? But then he said, that he was gonna clean the room. And so I was like, oh, okay, I can leave. And he said it'd be 20 minutes. I was actually gone for 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I was probably gone for 50 minutes. Just because I went and sat around. And then by the time I was sitting around for a while, it was the charm. I was sitting near where the charms are at. So by then I was just okay, I'm just gonna wait here because it's on deck 6. So why would I go all the way to 12 just to go back down to 6? So I stayed there for the charm and then I'm back, and I've been back for a couple minutes now. Also, we've obviously left, but it was actually really funny because I didn't know we left. I was sitting here my bed, whatever, on my phone, and then I got up and looked over there. At one point I just saw water. I didn't see any land, and I was like, when did we leave? Anyways, also it's kind of funny though, because when I opened the door, it was kind of open a little bit. Like he just like couldn't get in, which makes sense because our doors are barely even working. The front room door, oh look, there's land. I'm a liar. The front room door, like you have to like pull it. It's not just like, they're already heavy enough doors, but they're so easy to open. But this one, like, you have to like pull it for some reason. And then this door, okay, so I had these, like this is locked. You have to do that. Now it's unlocked. And it's not just because I'm weak, okay? It says they're trying to close the door. Okay. Also, so my sister got me a milkshake, but the straws that they have are these candy straws, and that's absolutely terrible. I don't like even the thought of that, so thankfully we bring our own straws. I forgot it was candy straws because the first time I got a milkshake, I was hitting the straw on the table and I was like, this is the hardest paper straw ever. I just assumed it'd be a paper straw because why would they have plastic on a cruise ship? And so I was like, this is like the hardest paper straw ever. Like, what? But then my sister was like, because it's a candy straw. And I was like, right, forgot about that. I thought we brought straws because they have paper straws, not because they have candy straws. I forgot about that, but.
Small talk, working the weather, you parties up.
Hello. More. I don't know. I'm back. So today's a sea day, but if you see back there, I don't know if you can tell, there is land. And that's because I filmed it vertically, but I can put it in here. There was, someone needed like medical care.
I guess this is your Captain Vincenzo Caras speaking from the bridge with an important happy date. One of our guests is in need of urgent medical care ashore, so we have deviated our course to the north coast of Cozumel, where we will be conducting a special debarkation.
Okay, that's where we are right now. We're kind of just stopped in the middle of the water, and then the little boat came out. I think we're turning. We've kind of just been like, I think what we're doing right now is we're literally just sitting here, like obviously not anchored to anything, so I think we were kind of just spinning a bit. Are we moving now? I don't know, I can't tell. We did Taylor Swift trivia, and listen, I never claimed to be a pro. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan you're gonna meet, but I do know some songs. Do know quite a bit of songs, if I may say so myself. And I was really scared at first. I was being humbled in the beginning because I couldn't get the first 4. And it's crazy because there's a couple that like you kind of hear it. When they said it, I was like, oh yeah, like that makes sense, obviously. But I didn't have it in the moment. And yeah. Let's just say I was a little humbled in the beginning. Anyways, yeah, but I got 14 out of 20. My sister was just writing random answers for the ones she didn't know. Hello. It's our last day. It's 5 o'clock. No, it's 6 o'clock. Hold on. It's 6:29. Okay, look at all. I've packed. So, oh gosh, I wish I had my phone. I don't know whose t-shirt this is, but I packed. Also, I don't know if I said this, but my suitcase is a dark blue, and I could not tell you where it's at. That's because when we got to the airport in San Francisco, it was ripped, like the zipper area was like ripped apart, and my mom and my sister got an Uber, went to the closest Target, and got me this suitcase, and that's what I've been with. And I don't know, they said it was smaller, and then when I said it was smaller, they were like, oh, we don't think it's smaller. I think it's a little bit smaller than what I had. Because I couldn't fit everything in it. But I'm packed, and I have stuff picked out for tomorrow. I started a new book today because I finished a book yesterday, so I started a new one today because, actually, fun fact, I read every single day. I have read every single day since July 29, 2023 because, and I remember the date specifically because I saw a Taylor Swift in concert on July 28, 2023, and I didn't read that day, but if I did read that day, my streak would be a couple days longer because I did read for a couple consecutive days before my Eras Tour show, and then I didn't read that day because, also, for explanation, to defend myself, not that I need to, but to defend myself, I was reading Red, White, and Royal Blue, and those chapters are long, so don't blame me. Don't blame me, Taylor Swift. So I read July 29, 2023, and I've read every day since, whether it's like I've read a lot, read a little, whatever. I made progress. I basically have read a chapter every single day, even if a chapter was 2 pages long and that's all I read, like, I read it. That's all that matters. Today, though, yeah, I've read 108 pages. Reading Wildcard now, which, actually, fun fact, I read Wild Love on our cruise last year, and now I'm reading Wildcard this year. And for people that don't know, Wild Love is the first book in the series, and the Wildcard is the last book. I read for like 4 hours, like just over 4 hours. I would say around 4 hours because maybe I took a little break in between, but then my phone died, so I had to come up here, but they hadn't cleaned our room yet, so I just grabbed my portable charger, and then I went and I sat down in a different spot because someone took the spot I was sitting in. Also, I had it as my hiding spot, so my family didn't know where I was, and I did, because would be the last time I was there for this trip, I did confess to my dad where my hiding spot was. I haven't told anyone else yet, but my hiding spot was by the Alchemy bar because it was a couch and there was a wall behind, so you're not like wondering if someone's standing behind you ever. That's the one good thing about being on the cruise, is that even though I have paid Wi-Fi, I just sat and read, but like, sometimes I can't just sit down. Like, okay, actually, sometimes I want to read, but it's just so hard to like pick up the book, and then when I finally do pick up the book, I can read, but sometimes it's just hard to, pick it up. But 108 pages in like 4 hours is really good because I'm a slow reader. But I think Elsie Silver and Lauren Asher, they both have the same size books, and I think I get through their books quicker. Obviously, there's times I'm like maybe not as consistent with reading, but like for something like right now where I'm consistently reading, like, you can tell I get through this quicker because the book is just smaller, so there's less words on the pages, which means you read through the pages quicker. And again, like I said, I'm a slow reader, so we can take a look outside because that's what we've been doing. I've been out there since this morning. I had bacon this morning. Bacon.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Oh, you froze. Pete? Bacon.
We're duck hunting. Wait, get.
To exit their staterooms and proceed to the waiting areas on deck 7, 8, and 16.
Alligator's mouth showing all 80 teeth. 40 teeth on top, 40 on the bottom. If you look in the back of his throat, Jigsaw, you work 9 minutes a day. If you look in the back of his throat, it appears he has, and that officially makes Devin 0 for 2 on applause. It's just not your best work. Your best part of the show for Devin. Probably for Jigsaw too. Yeah, I got your money. You can't wait for a paycheck. You'd have it right after the show. It's good, right? Hey, that's his. Why is everybody eating your toes?